All right, number 18, we are solving an equation similar to 17. There are no fractions, no distributing. We want to notice that we have x's on both sides of our equal sign. So we're not going to deal with this minus 4, minus 2 first. We are going to get our x's to the same side because we know that when we do that, we are setting ourselves up for success in solving this equation. I'm going to take that 2x on the right side and subtract 2x because 2x minus 2x is 0. And I'm going to subtract 2x from its like term on the left. 4x minus 2x is 2x minus 4 equals, that is a negative 2 to carry down. And now that we have our x right here, we can start solving. We have a 2 and a minus 4. We always do the addition or subtraction first. So that subtracting 4, we can add 4 to get that to equal 0. But we have to add 4 to the other side. So we have 2x equals negative 2 plus 4 is a positive 2. Then we divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, leaving us with x equals, this 2 divided by 2 is 1. Here's where we do want to write in the 1. So what's our solution? X equals 1. All right, so excited about word problems? Number 19, Nina wants to download games for her video console. So by the way, first step of a word problem is to read the word problem. Nina wants to download games for her video console. Older games cost 500 points and new releases cost 1,500 points. Nina has 10,000 points to use. So that's kind of a lot of information, but if we continue to read, we say, oh, well, that's really nice. The equation, how nice is it for them to give us the equation? 500A plus 1,500B equals 10,000, where A is the number of older games, so we know what that A variable stands for, and B is the number of new releases. That equation models the situation. How many older games can she download? So when they ask for how many older games, they want us to find A, solve for A. If she downloads 3 new games, or what if she downloads 4 new games? So they kind of gave us two scenarios to look at. Space is going to be tight on this, but here's how this is going to look. They said, what if she downloads 3 new games? So let's look at that situation. Our equation is 500A times the old games, that's what we're trying to figure out, plus 1,500 times B, but B is our number of new games. And they're asking us, well, what if she downloads 3 new games? So let's plug in a 3 for B equals 10,000. I'm just following that equation they gave us up above. All right, to solve for A, let's do that 15 times 3. So we have 500A plus 4,500 equals 10,000. We will subtract 4,500. That is 0, leaving us with 500A equals 5,500. And then when we divide by 500, we get A is equal to 11. And what did A represent again? That was our number of old games. So because this is a multiple choice question, I want to see if 11 old games is an option. D says she can download 7 older games. C says 29 older games. B says 5 older games. A says 11 older games. So that's the one we want. They did have a follow-up question. Well, what if she buys 4 new games? So we could do the exact same math. Instead of plugging in a 3, we would plug in a 4. Solve for A to see if we got 8 older games. That answers the second question. But because we got 11 and that was the only option that had the 11, we're going to call it good. All right, number 20. John and four friends are going out for pizza for lunch. They split one pizza and five large drinks. The pizza costs $10. They spend a total of $17.50. Find the cost of one large drink. So I do want to point out when they say find the cost of one large drink, that's what we're going to let our x represent. Anytime we use x in our equation, it's going to stand for one large drink. All right, so here's what's happening in words. John and his friends are going out to lunch. What they're doing is they are buying one pizza. In addition to that, they are buying five large drinks. And they told us, and that's going to equal some amount, right? Total cost. All right, now that we can kind of make sense of the situation, they're buying a pizza and they're buying five large drinks. If we add those together, that will tell us, they'll have a total amount that they had to pay. So we know some of this. We know that the one pizza was $10. So let's plug in a $10 there. Plus, now the five large drinks, that's what we don't know, but we know that one large drink is going to be represented by X. So if we take X and multiply that by 5, that will be the cost of five large drinks. So 5 times X equals, and the total cost they told us was $17.50. So now we can just solve this equation. We're solving for X right here. We're going to start by the addition or subtraction. When solving, we're going to subtract $10 from both sides. That leaves us with 5x is equal to $7.50. And then we will divide both sides by 5. I'm running out of space a little bit. $7.50 divided by 5 is 1.5. And because X is representing the cost of a large drink, that would be $1.50. And if we look at our options, $1.50. There it is. All right, 21. Here's our follow-up similar question. John and three friends are going out for pizza for lunch. They split one pizza and four large drinks, so it's a little bit different. Pizza is still $10, but this time they spend $16.60. Find the cost of one large drink. Again, that one large drink, that's what our variable is going to represent. Your variable always represents whatever the question is asking for. So if we follow our kind of structure we had up above, one pizza plus the drinks equals total cost. So we've got our pizza for $10 plus this time he's only got three friends with him. So there are four large drinks that they're buying. So 4 times X, the cost of the large drinks. And if we add those two together, we get the total amount that they spent, which is $16.60. All right, let's solve for X. We will start by subtracting $10 from both sides. 10 minus 10 is 0, so 4X equals $6.60 when we divide by, or subtract that 10. Go back to our X, we will divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, leaving us with X equals $6.60 divided by 4 is 1.65. So to answer the question, find the cost of one large drink. One large drink cost $1.65.